Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome to today's video. So I'm going to be sharing with you, as you've probably guessed from the title, a B&M haul. So I'm going to show you everything that I've picked up in B&M. It is a good one and I feel like I've struggled for the past year or so with B&M to completely go in there and just have like an amazing shop. Well, today I flipped that on its head because I had the most amazing shop, so much so that I've come straight home and I'm like, I've got to film it. Usually, if you've seen any of my other vlogs, you'll know that the bags sit in my utility until I can like muster up to film. But I'm so excited by everything that I've bought, so I've brought it straight home. We've got a couple of bags, this one hiding back here, and I really hope you enjoy. Just before we get into it, there are going to be things autumn. There are pumpkins, so if you're not about that, I'm going to do that bit first. You might just want to skip on past the first bit, but I thought I would get it in there first of all. I know some people just fully want to embrace summer and they're not about autumn yet, but I fully am. I am an autumn queen. That is my favourite time of year, and I'm on countdown for the iced chai pumpkin latte from Starbucks. Like I'm honestly, I've got a countdown of the days when I can get early access to that. So I'm very much here for it and I had a great time. So I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're not already. If this is the first time you have come across one of my videos, I would love to have you as part of my little YouTube family here. So hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give it a thumbs up and come and say hello in the comments. Let's jump into the video. So I'm going to do the autumn bits and pieces first. There's not a huge amount because I would say my autumn decor collection is quite good, so I don't need to go out and spend loads and loads. I just like to add the odd piece or so every year. So first up, I think I got this last year, but I picked up this door mat. It says Hello Pumpkin. Obviously it's got the three little pumpkins on it. This one was £7. Now I do actually think that this is going to be a little bit too long for my front door, but I am planning on popping this just outside of our French doors. We're about to have our decking replaced. We're having composite decking laid and I think that will look absolutely stunning, and it's kind of like the perfect width for how big our doors are. So if you've got a bigger area outside your front door, this will be perfect. You will love it. It's just slightly too big for my step and it will overhang. I think I had this problem last year, but I love that, and I think £7 it's an absolute bargain, and I just love the colours. It just screams autumn. Next up, I have added another pumpkin. I do just like to add the odd couple of pumpkins each year. So this one was £3.50, but how cute is it? It's just kind of like one of those rope style ones with the different textures. It goes different ways and it's got the little leaf and the stem. I love it. I've just gone, they had this in a couple of different colorways, but I went with the cream just because it fits in with my other pumpkins that I have. So I thought that was super cute. I've also got a couple of different candle options. So I picked up this pack of wax melts. How cute, in the shape of pumpkins. They were £1.50. They are in the scent pumpkin and they smell just like pumpkin spice. I love it. So they are for I've got an electric wax melt burner, so I've picked those up for there. And then I also picked up this cute little candle. So this one was £4. So they actually had so many candles. They had ones that are actually in the shape of a pumpkin that have the lid and you take them off. So I might get one of those, but I thought, we're not even in August yet. And Tom, when I came home, I showed him, he's like, but did we need to buy that? I was like, I did, because look how cute. So yeah, I did just get this one. This one is cinnamon and nutmeg scented candle, and it just smells incredible. So I am going to get myself a couple more different style candles because I love a candle. I'm a bit of a sucker for a candle. Now, we also do have some cleaning products that are autumn inspired by none other than my favourite elbow grease. So look at these. We've got a washing up liquid. So this is pumpkin spice. And if you have not watched any of my other videos, you'll know I always rave about these because elbow grease, I just love their products. I'm a real elbow grease fan, and yeah, I think they're incredibly priced and they are fab. They do amazing. I have smelt this and it literally screams autumn, so I had to pick that up. I also got myself a pair of the gloves. So again, I swear by these. I always buy these. I've always got a spare pair, but these ones have got a little pumpkin there on the hand. So I thought I have to get those. They only had one size. Usually I go for size small. They only had medium, so I just picked those up. And then last up, I've got myself, in the cleaning bit, I've got myself a pumpkin scrubbing pad. So again, it's the elbow grease one. I really rate these. I've got so many of them now. I find they hold up really well because obviously I'm using them quite a lot, and they're in and out of the washing machine and they just last so well. So I thought, he needs to come and join the family. Next up, so this isn't autumn inspired, this is just for now. I've picked up one of my, if you know, you know, if you've been here, you will know, my OG is the white vinegar. I pop a capful of this every single time in my wash load, and it just helps with, you do need to give it a mix up because I don't know if you can see there, so just before you use it, just give it a shake, but it helps with stains. And I can't remember who said they used it, but I've been using this now for about a year. I was really on the fence. I was thinking, oh my goodness me, is it my washing going to smell of vinegar? It does not. It also helps keep the washing machine clean for longer, so you can go a little bit longer in between those deep cleans. And the washing is so soft, it feels like clouds. So I think I was watching like a towel cleaning video when somebody said pop a capful in because it makes them really bouncy, you know, like those hotel soft, like spa-like towels. So I thought, well, it's going in every wash, and I cannot, honestly, I cannot be without it. This is the one that's a eucalyptus fragrance. I just love it. I rave about it to everybody. And I do always get messages over on my Instagram to ask how I use it. So I always pop a capful of this in the drawer. So I pop my washing pod. I just use the little liquid pods. That goes in the drum. My scent boosters go in the drum. And I actually pop the stain remover if I'm using that with whites. I pop the capful of that in the drum. And then in the drawer, I pop the fabric conditioner, and then this one just goes next to it. And then I just let the washing machine do its thing. But if you've not tried this, try it. And I promise you, you will be absolutely sold on it and won't be able to be without it. It's so good. And then I have just picked up another set of the elbow grease dish brush refills. I've got a limited edition colourway. They're just in the other bag, so I'll show you those. I got them both because they're slightly different heads. I think the yellow and the green is for more like tough, not necessarily like a scour, like a hard burn on, although this does great, but they also do the ones with the white grit at the top, and that is for slightly like more everyday washing up. Those I do prefer, but I haven't been able to find them for a while, so when I saw they had a limited edition set, I picked those up as well. But these are £1.19 for 3. Okay, so I've managed to get my hands on these amazing bamboo shelves. I've actually been after these for at least 3 months, and I've been going in multiple times a week to the B&Ms where I live. I went to one a little bit further away. I went to, if you're like south, like I'm from Bristol, but if you're like local to that area, I went to the one in Chepstow, and it was amazing, guys. So I saw on, I think it was Carly's Instagram, Carly Jade Drake, I love her, she's amazing, but she had these shelves, which I'll come up close and show you. They're called bamboo tier shelves. They actually do it in a tier of 3, or you can buy them singly, but I just thought that would look amazing in my bathroom. So we've just had, well, within the last like month or so, I'd say 6 weeks, we've had our main family bathroom completely renovated, and I wanted a shelf to keep, I've got glass containers that I got from B&M, and I keep my Epsom salts and magnesium flakes in there. And I wanted a shelf or 2 shelves to keep those on and just have like a nice faux plant hanging down, just to add a little bit of colour, because it is, the bathroom is very beige. My house is very beige. We love beige over here. So I thought it would add a little bit of colour, and this wood will go perfectly with my panelling, which is painted Egyptian cotton. And I thought £6 was a bargain, so I got 2 of those. So I'm planning on probably just layering them like one on top of the other like this, and then we can add some cute little decor pieces to the bathroom. So into the next bag. So this is a bit of a mixed bag of goodies, shall we say. So I mentioned this in my last haul that I did, but I think that was a B&M and Home Bargains haul. So I follow this coupon site on Facebook where people just share if they find like amazing deals. I'll see if I can leave a link to it in the description. If not, if I can, and you want to have access, pop me a message on Instagram. My Instagram is also linked in the description, and I can send you the link, but I will try my best to add it to the description. But basically, I saw a lot of people use the app, the B&M app, and you scan. It's got a scanning tool in there, and people were finding things for like £1. Not just toys, like sideboards, home pieces. And so I have not managed to be that lucky and find anything for £1, but I have had some amazing finds when it comes to Barbie. So this one, it is one of the smaller ones. This is one of the Chelsea ones. Obviously, she's got a little horse there. So this is singly on its own £12.99, or it is part of the 2 for £20. I got this for £3. So what I did is I scanned it. So I scanned loads, but this was the only one that came up at like a really good price. And when I went to the till, I just said to the lady, can you just check? I said, I've scanned it and it's saying £3, but can you just check it goes through your end? And she said, yeah, £3. And I said, it's amazing. And so she explained to me that what they do when they have the newer seasons in, which, let's be honest, Barbie doesn't really, I know they add like newer Barbies, but the kids like just love Barbie. So Penny wouldn't mind if it's like last season. She said what they tend to do is not advertise on the shelf, but the barcode will just reduce it down. So I recommend that, and it obviously is a little bit time consuming because you can just spend your time just like scanning things, but I have definitely picked up a good amount of Christmas presents that are reduced that weren't shown on the shelf. So there's that one first of all. Next up, I'm actually really excited about this. I'm going to go and fill this up when I've done this haul. So I found a set of 3 ice cube moulds for Stanley cups. So what it is, it's obviously hollow in the middle, so when it freezes you just pop it in, and it saves you just like filling it with loads and loads of ice, because I really love ice cold water. It was in their everyday value range for £3. They had pink and lilac, so we just got the lilac. But yeah, I'm excited to give that a try because I've seen loads and loads of people doing that, and it always looks really like ASMR, you know, when they drop the big ice cube in. Also picked up a bath pillow. So this is £3. It wasn't in the sale or anything, it's just part of the collection. So it has little suckers on the back like so, where it can just stay still on the back of the bath. So I don't often have a bath anymore because we've got our shower ensuite off our bedroom, which is just more like easy to just jump in and out of. But don't get me wrong, especially in the winter months, I do like to have a nice relaxing bath, usually when the kids have gone to bed, so I thought that would be ideal. And it's not like silicone material, because I've seen that they do those. This literally feels like cotton, so it's going to be so cozy, and yeah, I'm excited to give that a go. I also picked up a new bath mat because our bathroom is it's very, very small. So I did pick up a bath mat from B&M for that, but it's just too wide. I have to have it folded in half because unfortunately, we can't have a slide-in pocket door, which would have been perfect. We've just got a normal door, which basically cuts off the bathroom. This mat is so much smaller, but it was actually in their special buys for £4, but I just thought, I've got it in beige and white, but it will go perfectly with the colour scheme, and it obviously has the rubber back, so it's anti-slip. But I just like to have something next to the bath because we've got tiles on the floor, and yeah, it just obviously absorbs any water, and I thought that was a great price, £4. So these are the dish brush refills, so the limited edition ones. So they do have the white heads. So the ones I was getting earlier in the year were pink, which were probably the springtime collection, but I just prefer the white heads for everyday like washing up, because I'm just a little bit softer and not as abrasive as the green ones. They've got a cute little unicorn on them. So these were the same price, these were £1.19 as well. We also have a toilet brush, £5. It is completely silicone. I was going to get one off of Amazon, but it was £8. So I saw this in there and I thought, perfect, because I've actually got a couple of the ones that are flat, so they're like an arch, but they're flat rather than round. But what I found is when they're kind of like bending backwards and forwards, I was just cleaning, the handle is poked through the rubber, so they haven't lasted as long as the other round one that I got off of Amazon. So I'm going to pop that in the downstairs toilet, and that was £5. I picked up some more of the Power Fizz tabs for the toilet. I tried these for the first time I think about a month or so ago. These were on sale, but they did a really good job, so I've repurchased those. And then I have got just some basic bleach because I always buy toilet gel, and I do find, as good as they are, sometimes you can't beat just a good old basic bleach, and these were like 56p I think, or 59p, just to make sure the toilets are, you know, kept nice and clean. So I thought we're just going to give those a go rather than the actual like fancy toilet gels that are like over £1. Some of them are like £2, and I thought we're just going to give that a go. Okay, sometimes stick with basics. I've also picked up a couple of packs of sellotape. These were 2 for £2.50. I've got a load of Vinted parcels that need to go, and obviously just getting ahead. I've got 2 birthdays in September, obviously Christmas coming up. So yeah, I thought that was quite good value for £2.50. Now this, I wish I would have got 2 of. When I was at the till, I was kicking myself that I didn't get another one, but I got this glass ribbed soda cup. So it's all glass straw, and it was in the special buys for £2.50. And as you can see, it's just so cute. Even the lid is ribbed. So I got this for Darcy, she's my eldest daughter, but I kind of wish I would have got one for myself to like pop an iced coffee in there. Would just be great. And I do like a glass straw, so yeah, she just needs to keep this out of reach of little penny girl because I don't want that getting broken. I have also picked up one of the elbow grease all-purpose degreasing sprays. This is the extra large size. It was £1.99. It is again in that unicorn limited edition. I just, like I said, I really rate elbow grease, and I love this for everyday cleaning, like cleaning the hob. I've got to clean our French door, so it's great for the PVC, the glass, just on the countertops, bathrooms. You can just literally use this for absolutely everything. Also, if you've got any stains on clothes, this, you can use that on there as well, and it does work. It is great for spot treatments, so yeah, highly recommend this. We've also got a pack of the, as my daughter calls them, my youngest daughter, chocolate dip. She's obsessed with these, so whenever my husband goes into Co-op he buys them, but they're quite expensive on their own. So this 2-pack was £1.99, so I saw them, I thought I'm going to get those just to put away. And we've already got them here. And I spotted, this is probably a very random buy, but I was literally sending my husband a picture of these in the store. So it's the golden caramel gold bars. You get 14, so like a big family pack. But I remember he told me he loved them, and I saw them, they only had 1 pack left, and I was like, do you want some? He's like, yeah, they're my favourites. So I was like, I'll pick those up for you. So random purchase. And then we're starting to get, obviously we've still got a good few weeks left yet, but back to school ready. My eldest is in secondary school, so she needs obviously all stationery. So we've got like a big list of what she needs. Although I thought we did buy a ruler, but I don't know where that's gone unless she's taken that out. But we did buy a ruler because it's got to be, it can't fold in half. They're so specific at our school, so it can't fold in half, which those are fab because they take up less space. It's got to be just opened out, but it was kind of like a flexible one, so we bought that for £1. And then she also really likes these pens because she has to write in black, underline in green, or write questions in green, answers in black, and underline in red, something like that. So these are good because they've got all the colours, and you could pick. She went with the rose gold body, so we've got those. And then my son is fully in his deodorant and aftershave era. It's really cute. So he's recently become obsessed with Lynx. Lynx Africa, and I said to my husband, because we all wear the wild deodorant, which is like a natural like roll-on deodorant. I'm not a fan, if I'm being honest, I'm not a fan of aerosols. I just feel like I can't breathe. Like when my husband used to spray them years and years ago, I'd be like, oh, I can't breathe. But I said it just makes me laugh because Lynx Africa just reminds me of being at high school when the boys would wear it. So he saw that this, what I think is a new one, Sunset Fresh, so he wanted to try that one. And then we also spotted this gift set. So this is in the scent gold, and you get the body wash and the deodorant, and these were on sale for £3.99. They did also have them in the other scents. They did have Africa, they did have the Sunset Fresh. So I'm actually, when he's not with me, I'm gonna go and get him a couple of these just to pop away, to pop in his stocking, because they are great stocking fillers. So that is gonna wrap up everything that I picked up in B&M today. So I really hope you enjoyed today's haul. Like I said at the start, don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you've made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. And if you'd like to subscribe, it's not a paid subscription or anything like that. It just basically means you're following me me. You'll be notified, I think, then every time I upload a video, so you can stay up to date. I usually upload twice a week. It's usually, obviously it can differ. We are on summer holidays now, so I'm kind of like juggling around my content a little bit. But I do like to share hauls, not too many because I am trying to save, but I am very much trying to prepare for Christmas, and if I find like really good deals, then I like to share them because we're all on a bit of a saving money kick right now. So there's vlogs, cleaning videos, organising videos, hauls, so many different things on my channel, so I'd love to have you part of my family. And if you'd like to come and say hello, we've got a wonderful community over here, so don't forget to come and say hello to us in the comments. And like I said, if you want links for anything, want to ask me anything, then you can just direct message me over on Instagram, and my Instagram bio is in the description, as is my TikTok. I'm not as active on TikTok yet, I'm trying, but I'm very much active on Instagram every day, so I'd love to have you. I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye everyone.